Hello and welcome back to Can We Survive the Moon? So, as always, so far so good, where we're able to create and drill, as I say that so loud, for our silver, gold, platinum, and our regular resources right back here. So, 3 big old drilling stations, 4 if you count the ice, but I think we actually need to start gathering a lot more ice to get this whole place situated with hydrogen power, since we are now ion thruster ready. So let's get started. All right, so I did a few things off camera just to speed things up as we progress through this scenario. Basically, I extended our hinges here to get a bit of a wider range of collection and rotation. Collect iron, nickel, and additional stone if anything. So that is basically filling up our whole entire cargo containers right over here. Luckily, we made more, so we don't have to worry too much about it. So we have a total of 8 over here, but of course 1 over there, which we probably gotta remove sooner or later, but we should be okay for now. And as you saw just a second ago, looks like we got a good bit of materials as well. Stone, iron ore, nickel, silver, and platinum right over here. And in terms of ingots, we got a good chunk of it right over here. I mean, you're still missing gold for the most part, but we got a little bit of silver, getting platinum, and all that stuff here. So lots and lots of things to refine here. Where's my platinum, actually? I know I did get platinum. Still right here. I don't think we actually got the platinum ingots just yet, but we'll let that ride for now, as we're still collecting a whole bunch of stuff. And also did a lot of things off camera. Mainly, not a lot, but a good chunk of things off camera, just to get these things refined also. So the cargo containers here are completely filled, and we were trying to wait for it to kind of go away with the basic refinery, which is really slow progress, obviously. But we did move this one, because this one was actually the one that was gathering platinum right over here, and it got a little bit of platinum right over there, if you can see it, a little bit of a sliver. So I moved this thing up more so I can get another sliver of the platinum, which I should go down there and do a horizontal drill eventually, because that is a small sliver of platinum. So we got to work on that eventually. But now we just pushed it forward. So pushing it forward, it pretty much fully extended our H piston, or horizontal piston. So we should have probably added another one to get more extension there. But by moving it, we filled up the drill system here, and we filled up the containers here. So the basic refinery should be refining everything now, but it's really slow, as you can tell. The refinery, I think it's yeah, efficiency is not that great, or refining speed is not that great, 65%. So we should add a large refinery, a regular refinery, but that will require us to use a lot of power. So that's one thing I am worried about. So I realized we didn't fully get this done, which is the detector components. I did notice that when I was moving things around with my ship here. So let me just get those 20 if I can. We'll plop it in there, but we'll probably turn it off. Okay, so that's good to go. And let's see. Another thing I did a little off camera, that thing's just wiggling out of control. But yeah, another thing we did off camera is the ship. We changed it back to a drill ship, and we added this large old cargo container back here. And we did this basically by adding a pipe system here to here. We had to change the door. We were using the hatch doors previously that as an underhang down here, but we had to convert that into a conveyor junction connected to the O2H system. Ooh, that was an interesting way of doing that. All right, so let's take 2. All right, yeah, so we connected the pipe here, and created a large cargo container and put a little bit of rail system just to have 2 sides connected to the separate pieces on the left and right. And we mainly did it because we wanted to put something here so that we can make sure it doesn't burn down from our hydrogen thrusters over there, which I think it's actually burning it down. If that was having a little bit of an issue. Nope, it looks like I just didn't weld it all the way. All right, then that's good. So that's what I did so far. Off camera. And I'm pretty sure that this thing still's got... Oh, no, it doesn't. Where did I put all the ice? I know we have a ton of ice. Yeah, 495. So we went to the ice lake, drilled out as much ice as I could with this thing. And... I mean, not too bad. I mean, it's gonna be a slow process to get this H2 going for the hydrogen tank, because we only have what, one or two, oh, three, I think, O2 H2 generators right this moment. The ship itself has one as well, but I think we're generating more or less for our hydrogen tanks here internally or on the ship. So if we stockpile, we should be able to get a little bit of a chunk of hydrogen. Nope, not much at all. All right, so we should have really moved it on to our other system over there, so that refines it better. But I think for now, we should probably work on a hydrogen station or whatever we can call it. So I had a design in mind, but I just don't know exactly where to put it at the moment. Maybe right next to the O2H2 would be the best idea. And I feel like I should just turn this off because it's going to use a lot of power for no reason. Let's just turn that off for now. And it's wiggling like crazy anyway. So, yeah, I think we put it here across from this. But then that means I got to move this connecting point elsewhere if we can. And we should probably have some kind of landing port or whatever anyways, because this is not an ideal spot for it, obviously. Just out of place. I'm going to put it I'm going to put a connector actually right over here for now. And hopefully the solar panel system doesn't collide with it. All right, so we're probably gonna have to turn this into a welder back again. Just gonna grab the parts out, throw it back in there. Get this welder up and running. All right, so we just gotta basically move that into this as well. So easy flights. We got decent amount. Now it's just harder to get inside because of how we have all this set up. It's not too bad. All right, turn our hydrogen hydrogen thrusters before we drop this thing. Make sure stockpile's off. Unlock. And that should be it. All right, so we have a decent chunk of items in here, but not a bunch of ice. And surprisingly enough, I didn't fill my cargo container up with too much ice. So it worked out okay, but the amount that we put in there, about 500 plus K of ice, the ship was more than able to move it around and have no issues whatsoever. So that means I could probably take this and transfer the stone from there and there back to here if we need to. So that's always a good thing. So then that way we don't really have to wait for it to refine. We just transfer all that out. But we're not going to do that just yet. We're just going to make sure to do this hydrogen system here, because we definitely need a whole bunch of O2H2s and everything like that, and some hydrogen tanks to kind of get it rolling. Okay, so we cleared that out so we could create a new station here. I know we did, I think, 7 difference here. Yep. But we're not going to be able to do 7 different here because it's basically 7 from here. So we could probably spread it out a little bit. Yeah, we could probably spread it out a little bit and do 7 across this way. But again, I don't like the fact that I did this non-odd number. So it just makes it more difficult because this was 3 and 3. And I should have put a gap in between, but I didn't. That's where it's going to get a little bit interesting on how to do this platform. So, but it looks like I did add, yeah, a bit over here. So that's kind of smart. I mean, I think eventually we should just probably push it forward a bit more. Since we have this platform right here. Yeah, I think we do that. Unfortunate, but we do have to do that eventually. That's one of those little minor things I probably want to do off camera, to be honest. So we'll see kind of how that goes. But yeah, we just got shifted over a little bit. So then that way, this here would be the main middle platform. So in this case, we could just throw in the panels as our ground like this. And let me get rid of this one. Because we're not going to need that at this moment. We'll keep that kind of like that for now, just floating a bit. But we'll just add in here 1, 2, like that. 3 platforms. So we just do 7 across again. Or should we get more than that? I don't know. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 across. And we'll be a little deep in there, but it should be okay. I think 7 across for each thing would be great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But the problem here is this is going to be a wall. So how's this going to be a platform? I guess we got to extend it out a little bit from here. So why not do 7, 8, and 9? Might as well mess it up a little bit. All right, so that's what we got so far in terms of the base of it. So I got to figure out how I want to do this. Do I want to do 2 layers or 3 layers of hydrogen tanks? What's the best bet here? I think if we're gonna go for lots and lots of power, potentially 4 would be a bit overkill, but might be a good thing to do. I'm out of iron, or no? I think an assembler is kind of messed up here, right? Yeah, it's just picking up too much iron here. Yeah, I got 2 full pretty quickly. I need to find a way. I need to move the gravel over. That stinks that did that, but it's fine. I need a ton of metal grids if I'm going to do this, and I think I have that, so that's good. All right, cool. And maybe a ton more interior plates as well. To really add more speed mods to the refinery, or no, assembler. But again, power right now is an issue. Or still is an issue, but once we get this established for power, we could throw in a whole bunch more of hydrogen engines as well. So this is probably going to be a combination of hydrogen and hydrogen engines and O2 H2 systems, right? Yeah, it should be. So we might actually need a lot more space here. And I'm fine with extending it out pretty well over here. So not a big deal. I kind of have a design in mind, but I'm not sure how well that's going to work. So basically, I want to stack a few of the large hydrogen containers, or hydrogen tanks as it's called. And then I want to use the rounded one, the industrial one as well. So the tanks here, like this one here, I want to put that on the top and then put an exhaust on there to kind of show a little smoke and everything like that as well. But I want to stack these on the bottom first. So now we also need to make a lot of room for like O2 H2 generators and all that stuff. So we're gonna have to figure that out in a sec. Let's see. Let me just extend this out a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then hydrogen tanks will be 1 here, 1 here, and then we need space. So that's 1 there. So we need 2 layers of it or more. I don't know. Do we do which direction do we want to do? Don't want to make it. I kind of want to make it to a rectangular shape, but So stack the regular tanks down on the bottom. Probably do 4. And then on top of that, only 2 of the rounded ones kind of poking out. That was kind of my thoughts, but which direction should it be poking out? The sun comes from here, and I'm going to be blocking the sun for this thing slightly from that. I doubt it, actually. Yeah, it might do a little bit of blockage, but not too much. All right, so we put a wall. Then that means we're going to have a tank here. And we're going to skip a spot and have a tank here. So this would be a doorway. And that's about it, it looks like. Yeah, so we're not going to... Well, we don't necessarily need a doorway here because we're not going to do a door. We'll leave that empty anyways. And then this spot right here can creep into... Well, maybe not use the word creep into, but that would go to the door right over here. The door here. So that we can do for a platform out here if we need to. We definitely don't need a door here. Well, we could use doors on each side. Not a big deal. This is not going to go anywhere though, so we might not need a door in this section, but this might be more than enough, right? So yeah, so basically your hydrogen tank sits here. Your hydrogen tank's gonna sit here. And then you have another one that's gonna sit. I don't know if this is gonna work because it's not gonna hit the ground. It's fine. Leave it. It's gonna sit there. And then we close it up from here. So it's a 9x9 in this case. Same as that. The more square than rectangular, which isn't too bad. Unless we still need room for more. So depends on how we want to do this. We want to lengthier this way or lengthier that way. We could do lengthier this way because I don't think we don't have a door here. So let's do that. Okay, so these are your hydrogen tanks, and we need room for O2s and everything like that. So, or O2 H2 generators and some hydrogen engines. So how much further we want to go? They're each 2x1 blocks. So we fill up a whole bunch. Let's just say 4. Yeah, 4 from here. So like, maybe skip 1. So just add 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to seal it. Or should we just line it up with this? We should probably just line up. But that's a odd number, yes. That should be more than enough. All right, this is gonna be a huge station for hydrogen, which is pretty much our power plant in this case. All right, that's gonna be the plan. I think that's sound. So now we just gotta put in a whole bunch of panels, so we can situate it all on here, put some piping underneath pretty easily, and cover any holes that we may make by mistake. But we should be good here. So I'm just gonna do my building trick here and back up and keep pressing left click and build as much as possible from there. Okay, so that's all set. I have no idea where I put that other panel right there. I see it. All right, let's weld this all up. I think we could do this by hand relatively quickly, only because we have the elite welders. So doing this with the ship is going to be a little bit on the slow side, but it doesn't have, because it doesn't have a faster welder. So we can easily just do this, walk around, and just get that all welded up pretty quickly. But of course, we will have to constantly run back and forth to get steel plates, mainly because of the outer layer right over here. That's the only big problem with welding these. That takes a lot of materials versus the panels. All right, all done. So that's our platform. Now we put the skeletal pieces on here. So we need the tank. So these are the ones I want to plot them first. Which either we do it standing up like this or laying down like this. I would prefer it to stand up for now. So we're gonna situate it here. All right, so we're gonna plot one here. Skip one, put one there. And actually, yeah, we gotta skip one here just in case. And put one here. That's exactly, I guess, how we wanted it. And then on the very top is where we want to put these. So we're gonna plop them like that, but not specifically like that. So we're gonna need a little bit of conveyor junctions first. Because once we're building the ceiling or so, we basically want this to be connected on top of the ceiling. Whether it's going to be one or two, we got to figure that out in terms of height. Let's just say two for now, right? Would it be necessary? I don't know. Probably not. If it is, then we could probably take it apart from there. But yeah, we're gonna throw one here, one here. Basically like that. So it's gonna be, oop, this is off. Actually, you know what? This is completely off as well. It's not good. Yes, because I did not do that correctly. Great. Ooh, what did I just, oops. Oops. Should not have done that, but anyway. We added an extra gap right there for no reason. Yeah, I think we just added an extra gap there for no reason, so it should have been that way. And we'll just add this one a little bit closer. So we get right there and right here. That's what it should be. Whoop, this one's off. Right there. That way we have the door here and we can door here if needed. Here we're not gonna need a door, but it's fine. And we'll make a bunch of other stuff here. All right, so I'm gonna put this here and this here for now. And then as we close it up, we're gonna have these sticking up from the top. So the idea is to do this and this. And here, we're not gonna have too many of that. But I think we could do like an O2H2 sticking upwards this way if we want to do that. For fun. Does that look good? And that looks good. It's kind of like staggering that way. Kind of what I wanted in a way. And then here, we're not going to plug this because that's going to look ridiculous. But it's more or less adding an exhaust here. Is what I was planning to do. There's going to be one here and one here. They have a nice staggered kind of hydrogen tank space. And basically the rest of the other spots here are probably unlikely going to be O2H2 systems sticking upwards. And then we have the hydrogen engine, which we probably need a decent chunk of. Looks like we can connect it to the O2H2 system, so that works out. So we can start from like here. We do like 1, 2, and the hydrogen tank or system. We need space for this here, so I'm gonna leave it as that, and we'll throw in the hydrogen tank right over here. And then we have some spacing to walk right over here if we need it, or if we need to put any other materials there. Probably not, but just in case. So we just do one here, one here. Yeah, we're just gonna do a whole bunch of them right over here, basically. And we'll tie in the hydrogen engines all throughout right here. So 6 engines. Is that more than enough? Probably not, but good for now. We can add more later down the line. Or essentially right over here we needed to. All right, so now looking like another height of conveyor junctions looks good, because if I'm adding this, it's too high up. So how's that gonna work? Or do we not do it that way? We just do it this way, so it's not as bad. But it's not gonna be getting any much connection that way. So yeah, what is our best bet here in connecting this with the roof there? Unless again, we should just double up the roof system to be 2 layers up. Well, actually no, this is fine. We can use this to stick it from the top, so it's not gonna be a big deal. Yeah. So we do need to pipe this all somehow, whether on top or on the bottom, because it's all going one direction only. So we need to figure that out. And then now putting it like that, it's gonna give us the opportunity to put a good chunk of it or piping system on top. That's the biggest problem now we have. So in order for us all to make sense, some piping on top will work, or piping on the bottom. Either one works okay. But I guess if we really wanted to, if we need more power, more hydrogen, we could put it right over here. Wouldn't be a big deal. Okay, so how we get this all connected, or maybe we don't do this. Maybe we cut this out a little bit, right? And in order for all of this to connect, we do conveyor junctions or T-shapes or things like that. I don't know. Tube wise, we could probably, we need to cross it anyways, so it's more or less, guess we can't really do it. So this and that is connected. We need to connect from here to here and here to here. Actually, no, we could do it this way. We could do pipes or not pipes. Do we want pipes? Let's just do pipes, I guess. So basically, we want this and this. And then there'll be T-shape right here. And that's how it's going to all connect. Right? Would that do? It should. Because now all these are connected horizontally. And these are all connected backwards and top. Yeah, that would work. That would definitely work. And we technically don't need this. Pick it up like that, but we could leave it like that. I don't know yet. Seems a bit ridiculous in some senses, but that's what we're kind of going for. And then this is going to be the roof right here. So how that's going to work? We could probably do half blocks surrounding this, like so. Would that look okay? No. I think we just do full blocks as a roof over here. So it'll be kind of surrounded like this in a way, which I think should be okay. And then we close it up. Whether we close it up like having it staggered, which probably would look better than having it like what's it may call it? Just a rectangle. So we stagger stepwise. We need a door here, a doorway or a pathway. So I'm just gonna throw this here for now as a pathway. And then the door right over here, which I'm just gonna put a placeholder for now. Do offset door for now. And then we stagger it. So it's gonna be like probably like one block this way. Maybe like this in a way. Or more or less this block here. Do that. Does that look good? Not not really liking that. So we're gonna have to do this if anything. Yeah, something like that. And this is the roof right here. Would that work? That would kind of work, but not necessarily. And then the insides can get tight as well, because we're gonna do something like that, right? Yeah, that definitely doesn't work out that well. So something like that, I guess we'll do, and then we could stagger up one more down the line. Yeah, like this, if we need to. And then I'm okay with this being sunk in a little bit more like that. And yeah, that should do it. That wouldn't look too bad, I think. And here's the additional roofing. Yeah, it has a little bit of a staggered design. Okay, that kind of works. Not exactly the best thing in the world, but it will do. And for now, at least, we'll just build it out like that, and then we'll probably have to design it out a little bit more down the line. But for now, we should probably get everything welded up here. So I'm not even sure we have all the materials for all this, but we are going to certainly try to get this welded, and probably and likely with the ship as much as we can, although the ship is a little bit on the huge side of things. We just got to figure out a way to maneuver without us breaking anything. Okay, so let's focus on what we need for a hydrogen tank. So it looks like more or less a generic stuff, except motors and interior plates. Okay, that's should be fine, I think. So large cargo. Let's stick in all the small steel tubes. Uh, large steel tubes. We need that. I don't think we need interior plates. We're gonna add it anyways. Do we need motors for anything? O2H2 systems. O2H2 do use motors. Okay. The hydrogen engines I'm not gonna take care of. Well, I could take care of it. Yeah, it looks like we need everything except for your interior plates. Well, at least your basic stuff minus interior plates. So that's good to know. You can see I'm just throwing as much stuff as I can in here. Maybe a K worth of everything if we have it. And I'm hoping we do. Large steel tubes looks like I don't have it all here. I know we don't need interior plates. I'm just gonna add it anyways. That we definitely need a lot of. We could add motors. All right, that's gonna be a lot of metal grids, which is fine. That was more or less the large steel tubes. Where are my large steel tubes right here. Probably don't need 1,000, but should be good, right? Computers, we could add a little bit more if we need to. Look like we carry too much of it, which is fine. And then power cells. We don't have to focus on that now, but I think we do have power cells. Yeah, we do. All right, so that should be everything, right? Steel plates, cargo, construction components, large and small steel tubes, metal grids. Yeah, I think we're good here. Well, at least I hope so. Oop, almost forgot to turn on my hydrogen engines. So that's, or hydrogen thrusters. So that was a bit tricky. All right, we're not too heavy right this moment, so that's not bad. We're just lengthy. I'm afraid I'm gonna hit stuff as we do this. We should really add a camera up front too, just to make it easier to see, I think. Although, camera, it's kind of pointless because I keep switching this to a drill and welder. So we maybe need to put at least one more committed junction on top or outside. So then that way that stays constant and the next block above it would be the welder or drill or whatever the case we want to do. Although we should just really make a multi-tool like thing so it makes life easier. But yeah. All right, we're gonna do view here. That makes it a little bit easier to see so we don't break anything, although probably will anyways. Here we go. Welding up our first hydrogen tank, which is fairly easy to do since we have a lot of materials in here. I don't think I could reach that, can I? I could. Just a bit of maneuvering. There we go. Okay. So then from here on, it's going to be the roofing. So we just kind of weld that up if we need to. In the O2H2 system. So this is looking pretty good. I'm just going to back up a little bit here. Trying to get multiple pieces at the same time. See if it's going to get most of the O2H2 systems. So can't really see exactly how close I am with the welders. Because it shows a little bit, but not too much. Still not the greatest thing in terms of view. Should be okay. I think I'm hitting something. Can't tell though. Okay, we got the O2H2s down over there. We can try to fill out these as well. I think we were doing it. All right, cool. We just can't finish because we don't have the power cells on there, which is fine. That's probably why it's taking forever to kind of weld up as well, which is a pain. And yeah, again, more or less, this is a slower process than using my elite welder, except the fact that I myself personally, in backpack reasons, can't carry too much. But this works out okay. I just sneak in between. Yep. I mean, honestly, even not that slow too, because it covers a good 3 width block radius. So it covers, coverage-wise, it's much better instead of doing one at a time with the hand welder. So there's a bit of difference. There's some give and take there. For your pros and cons. So 2 O2H2 systems, how much you can carry, or 3x3 radius is what you could probably get away with, or maybe 2x3 or something like that. But But like, yeah, able to do two O2 H2 systems like this and, carry all the materials that we have without having to go back and forth, back and forth. I mean, probably saves more time than going back and forth with a small backpack of available. And we just try to get, oop, we'll probably wedge ourselves a little bit too close. But again, that is probably looking for, yeah, it's likely looking for power cells to finish out the hydrogen tanks. So I'm not going to be too worried about that. I can figure that out later. Ooh, we just ran into something. Ouch. Did we break it? Yes, we did. That is not good. I think we broke it. I'm about to break it again. We didn't break that. Okay. All right. We got to be careful here because we are very close to the other building. That's unfortunate, but that's what I get for having a large grid ship to do welding. Not the most ideal thing to do. Okay, so more or less, just to get these two tanks done. The inner ones of the O2H2 I can deal with by hand. It's not like I can sneak in there myself at this point, I think. And I realized we have full H2 or hydrogen in the ship itself when we started, which is great because we were definitely looking forward to that. Okay, I think we're done there for now, and I kind of want to dump this thing on the floor instead of hooking it up. Because it's a little bouncy over there. We should really put it elsewhere, but whatever. Let's just connect it. See, it's a little bouncy. That's because the drill system's on, I guess. And a complete flight, it was on, so we're fully extended too, so we could probably bring it back up. I'm just gonna do that. Let's just bring it back up. I think we got a ton of stuff out of that too. I don't know if our cargo container is fully full, but they're not. I also need to do some automation there too. So I need to make sure when things are full, the drills come back up and stop. And then we can kind of work something out there. All right, so this is what it's supposed to look like. Oops, we got this one here. So once we're adding a roof here, all this is going to be covered up here as well. So it's not going to kind of show all this. For now, it's just going to show it because I don't feel like closing it out just yet. I just want to do it like this. So again, nice little screenshot of it as well. Kind of like this. Looking more like a shoe in a way. So yeah, so here what we can do is kind of even do this, right? If we need to. One here, like that, and then put a corner one so it dips down a little bit. So that's an opportunity that we can do. Actually, you know what? Let me do that now, right over here. Just to kind of show what I mean. So it's gonna be like this and this. And more or less, we could use the half block slope instead, but I'm just gonna do it this way for now. So kind of like this, basically. So it has that little bit dip down type of style to it. So it'll be like that. That's what I was thinking. So we will eventually do it that way, but for now, I'm gonna pause this. And let's just leave. Well, we could do it this way or grabbing this one here. Like this. Just a little steeper that way. It's not terrible either, but I think we could just stick with this one. Yeah, I think we'll stick with this one. And there you go. So if we want to put more exhaust here, we can put more exhaust as well. So that's another opportunity. I'm going to put some frost on here. Why not? Throw some frost. All right, cool. So I do hope that's more than enough O2H2 systems, though. It looks like it could be, but who knows at this point. All right, so we got that all settled in. No problem. That's good. Now, the hard part is, where am I going to connect the piping here? It's definitely going to be on the ground, so we got to figure that out. So we have a pipe here, so we're going down this way. So we got to GPS myself here and the tanks. So we can start by going down there, and then we'll connect everything from underneath, I guess. Which is going to be a pain, but looks like we're going to have to do it that way for now. So we can shift over the ice a little bit. Alright, so let's just grab some interior plates for now. And some steel plates if we can. Okay, we'll go in here. So this is the storage, right? Yes. I'm already lost, but this is the storage. And from the side of storage, there is the tanks right over here. Yeah, it might actually just be right here, actually. So that's gonna be interesting. Is it? Yeah, tanks are right above us, so actually it might be one over here or so. That's gonna be very, very interesting. Yeah, it might actually just be right underneath it, actually. So that's pretty decent. Let me line this up correctly. So we have it here. Oh, we are very close, actually. So the pipeline goes up to here, right? Goes straight down all the way over here. And that's why we have this Vector 2. Because that was lining up for what we had above. So we are very close. We actually just need to go, I think, one to the left. Based on what I'm seeing there. Yeah, so the Vector 2 is roughly here. And then we have the tanks that were more or less on the outside. So we said we need to go left one this way. I think that's it. I want to hope so. All right, so putting the platforms down here. Oop, we don't need the frost anymore. Okay, so we could probably aim to put it all over this way. We'll do that. And then we will, I guess we'll just continue with our randomo way of doing this. So it's going to be, what was that? Passage. We're going to use, where's the new passage? Called a corridor. All right, so we add the corridor right over here. And if we add one up there, that'd be great. And I hope that is lined up where I need it to be. So, block character tools, put it here. Corridor, we'll put it here. Okay, so I'm gonna zip through here. Okay. All right, so we made a hole from the bottom. And there we go. We got that. So this is a hydrogen tank. Perfect. All right, so we actually made a little mistake here because we shouldn't have just made the hole. It's fine. It's not a big deal. But we were supposed to put some piping underneath first. And then do this. So we wouldn't have this big old hole here. But it's fine because it's covered anyway, so you're not going to see it anyways. Yeah, that's not a big deal. All right, so it looks like we may or may not need another maybe a junction here just in case. I'll just throw a pipe there. Okay, that one tank is connected. So there's going to be a lot more to go, unless we want to pipe it from the outside for now. If we're going to pipe it from the inside, we got a few more to go down this way. I think it's, well, let's see. Let's see where that's going to be. So this one's all piped in, but this one's not. Temporarily, I'll probably just pipe everything together. But I do need one over here. So we're at one, two, three, four. 4 blocks forward. Or to the left. Okay, so if we're facing here, we're going to go 4 blocks to the left. So basically it would be one there, one here, and then we just keep drilling. And I was technically supposed to put in a pipe system down too, but I forgot to do that. Right, how far are we? We're 3. No, we're 4, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. We'll just add another one here anyways. Get some space. Alright, we're good here. So that's up there. So we need 4 spacings, right? So this is the hydrogen tank side, blank side, hydrogen tank side, and yeah, it is 4. Perfect. Okay, so we're just gonna go up this way. But before we do that, let's not make another big old hole where we can just put a pipe down from over there. So we can just drill down here and hopefully have enough space to go there. Yep, we do. All right, here we go. This is what we should have done before, so then it doesn't make a big old hole here. But I mean, it's fine. It probably needs to make a big hole, to be honest, because I can barely see it anyways. And the rest kind of needs that same attention, I guess. But I'm probably just gonna do all that off camera when necessary, because it's gonna be a lot of underground digging for no apparent reason. So I'm just gonna empty that out there. Yeah, that looks good. Gonna pipe that up, pipe that up. Ooh, this one, I don't know. Can we throw another pipe underneath it? Yes, we can. So that one's probably gonna be the least holy one. HOLE in that sense. Guess we got 1, 2, and the third one across as well. 1, 2, and 3. And we do the same thing for this one as well. That way we just get everything connected, and later down the line when we're going underneath to get everything piped in, we can actually see the pipes. Alright, perfect. Alright, so we just need to gather the mats for this. Can I even sneak down here? Probably be nice if I could. Wiggle, wiggle. Nope. Wiggle, wiggle. Yep, perfect. Was expecting that to really work out, but it did. Alright, let's just weld this up here. All those pipes, and then we'll fix the rest up when we can. That's a tight squeeze. This is, yeah. It's a very, very tight squeeze. Could probably put a vent system down here to be able to walk under here to inspect if we need to inspect. Probably not. Alright, that's good enough for now. Let me pop my head out so I can get some power as well. Okay, so let's continuing the dig really quick. Okay, so we said basically 4 up if we can. No, that's not 4 up. 4 here, and then we'll go from there. I line the jetpacking a little bit up. No. I don't want to get too deep now. How deep was this one? We were at 1. Oh no, it looks like, yeah, 1 sticking down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. All right, so this might get a little bit dicey here. Let's see, 1, 2. This is the third one, and then we're getting into the fourth one. So hopefully not a big old hole. Oop. Yeah, that wasn't on the ground enough to really do that correctly. All right, that's fine. Not a big deal. We add that there. Yeah, we should be okay. Again, you're not going to be able to see it anyways. Oop, not flanged. Do I have this off flanged? Okay, there we go. I'm going to do a junction here just in case. All right, that's all connected. So the rest, I just need to go forward. Actually, no, it's not connected. What am I talking about? This is not connected right here. But I need to break it apart a little bit so I can see. Okay, so that should be now connected. We still got long ways to go in terms of connecting everything on the ground, but these two are connected, and that's about it. I mean, we could connect everything on the ground if we just, connect the second one down under here. We want to. I mean, that would be the easy way of going about it, but if we want to dig out a hole in the bottom to do everything, that's fine too. Not a big deal. I mean, for now, we could just easily just do this. And that's gonna work out. Here's the bigger problem. It's which direction we want to go here. I mean, I guess we could just do this, if anything. And hopefully that will look decent. We can do that, actually. Not this T. I mean, yeah, not. We do the T pipe and not the cross, I think it's called. Okay, so that should work out. Once I get out all the parts for here. Alright, so that connects to here, that connects to here. And then here, and they all should be connected as well. Sounds like it's moving things along. Okay, and just for it to be all connected even more, we'll just do that as well. All right, that's good. All right, perfect. It looks like it's working because it looks like the ice here is being turned into hydrogen. And it looks like we got 105k of ice left after all this. And all this waiting, which is good. Is this tank full? Yes, it is full. So we need to get rid of the hydrogen from there, actually, so we can dismantle it. But that is the hydrogen storage or hydrogen power plant that we wanted to make. And obviously, we're not done because we need to create an outside cover or housing for it. So we're gonna have to work on that in a sec. But other than that, we can get the hydrogen engines up and running by putting one power cell in each one. And basically, this is how we are gonna power up our base. Alright, so the hydrogen tank for now, or engines, we don't need on. But we got a good chunk of them now, right here. I'm turning them off for now. We don't necessarily need it, I think. Yeah, we have power, so we should be okay. I mean, we have a large power room also. I completely forgot about that. Ooh, are they empty? They're getting there. That's not good. Alright, let's ignore that then. Alright, these tanks. Ooh, did I turn off tanks by mistake? Yes, I did. That's not what I wanted to do. These are on. It was the engines that I wanted to turn off. That's what it was. Alright, so these should be gathering. Yep, gathering the hydrogen that it needs. So if anything, we might have to do another quick little run for ice. Or maybe we do an ice lake. I actually don't want to do an ice lake. We're just going to have to do an ice miner. So we can get hydrogen from there. We could probably make a bigger drilling system so we can get more ice that way. I don't want to mess with a big driller for the ice at the time. So we should be good. So I think off camera, I'm going to have to move and shift things over in terms of stone and everything like that. But yeah. All right. So for now, since we got what we wanted so far, let's just extend the hinges here a little bit. I think that might be more than enough, but yeah, that should be fine. Nice and wide feet of drill. Yeah, that should be good. Now slowly get down and get some more iron there and the nickel and everything like that too, which is good. And I guess we spent a little over an hour. Let's see how far the basic refinery did in terms of the cargo here. It did a little bit of a dent, so not good. So we do need to do several runs of our ship, load it up the large cargo containers with a stone, and bring it back here to make things work a little bit faster. All right, so next episode, other than doing all that, we definitely need to put a housing here and a housing there. And then we'll figure out what other stations we need to put here. But for now, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, like and subscribe, and don't forget to drop a comment down below, even to just say hi. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.